Today I want to go through the sustain, the chorus and the reverb. Okay, I'm going to press the mixer button and get into the mixer. Here we have the panel. Now, the sustain is really only to instruments like the piano, vibes, where when you press a note, it goes. Now, if you've got no sustain on it, the note will only play bonk, and that will be it. Now, I want you to imagine that you're in a cathedral, like Westminster Abbey or something, and at the back there's a little room 4 meters square, and it's completely covered with drapes on all the walls, so there's no reflections. Now, when you play a note there on your piano, what will happen is the note will sound blonk, and it will be dead straight away. Now, if you put on the sustain pedal, and there is a button on the panel face for sustain, all that will do, it will, when you hit the note and hold it, that note will stay for probably half a bar, just for a short period of time. Sustain doesn't really work on other instruments. It's just mainly the piano, vibraphones and that. So okay, we got the sustain on there with the sustain button, and if you put a pedal on, then you can actually play the note and you'll get the sustain. The one I really want to get into now is the chorus. So I'm going to press on the chorus and reverb, and up we come. Now, reverberation. If you're in your small room which is covered in drapes and you make a noise, whether it's with a piano or a saxophone, all that will happen is that you'll get that note. The moment you stop playing it, it's dead. Boom, gone. If you go into the main abbey or the cathedral and you play that note, it will rattle round for ages. Now, this is where a lot of people make an error. They go into a room and they practice madly on their piano playing Chopin. Then they go into the cathedral and they play the same thing on the organ, but the reverberation around, they're on to the 30th note before the first note has stopped actually running. So basically, let's get down to it. I'm just going to take the right voice at the moment. On here I've got my chorus, my reverberation set up to 35. Now, if I was to hit that, and like I said in my previous videos, you go around and you wind that down, you can take that right off and you've got no reverberation at all. So when you play the note, it's going to sound and then it's going to stop. When you turn it up, you play the note and it will hold. It will hold over, similar to what you get in the cathedral. It'll reverberate around. Now, you can liken this to the fact that you've set up a table, and on that table you've put a big bowl of cherries, and you put a note on there, please do not touch. And a teenage boy comes in, looks at it, picks hold of a cherry and starts to walk away. You grab him by the collar and quickly march him to the door and toss him out. Pow! That's the way you'd have no reverberation. Put on that for a march and that's it. However, if you see a dream float in and she walks up to the table and she picks a cherry, You go up and you very carefully slide your hand round her waist. You take her hand and escort her to the door, wishing that every moment could last forever. That's your reverberation. It will hold the notes as you go along. Okay, it's your ear, not mine, and I usually run mine depending on what it is, but I'll put mine around about 35 to 40 depending on what I'm playing. Right, the next one is the chorus. Let's pop up to the chorus. Come on, chorus, there we are. Now, if you have 9 men, they are tenors, and each and every one of them have perfect pitch. So, you select the middle one and you say, please step forward and sing a note E. And he does. He sings the note E. Sounds beautiful. You now have no chorus, except just the one man. Now, if you say to all these men, and not forgetting they're pitch perfect, if you say to them, I want you to all sing together. So you wind that up, and now you're going to have all 9 men singing the same note. But it's a lot meatier, it's a lot fatter. And the reason for this is the fact that although they're all singing the same note, the vibration is not 100% matched across every one of them. So they're all singing that note. Your ear is not keen enough to pick up the specific vibrations of whatever the vibrations are of E, but they meld together and they make that fat note. And that's what the chorus does. So, all in all, if you record in a march, you put the reverberation down to 0, and you put your chorus up to full, and you've got everybody kind of marching along. That's fine. If you're playing a love song, all nice and slushy, like I usually do, I put my reverberation up quite high and add the chorus to it. Now it's your ear and not mine. So the thing to do is to set this up and try it and see what you think. Okay, well that's my take for the sustain, the chorus and the reverb. Try it, you may like it.